It's time for Sunrise with the Sleepy Boys.
Forgive us, Father, for we are about to sin and be very naughty boys.
What?
Hey, you spicy bitches.
I have to go help Jasmine real quick because Gwen had a oopsie daisy today, and by oopsie daisy, I mean if she.
Jasmine's working for the last hour and a half to get everything clean.
Holy shit! If Gwen could wear pants, she would have shat her pants to the point where you don't even try to wash them; you just throw them away.
All right, bet. Jasmine, you're on the show tonight. Come sit down.
Make Brandon clean while Jasmine talks with us.
This is your first time listening to this podcast. We specialize in human nature.
Chris, you doing all right there, bud?
I'm doing real good. It was a good day. Good day at work. I'm starting to be less of a fat shit. Doing a little bit of running.
I'm proud. Well, I think that's all of us are taking steps to lose weight, except for Jet, because he's a scrawny little fuck.
Yeah, Jet's got to take steps to gain weight.
Jet, what do you like, 8 pounds?
I was getting weighed for the doctor the other day, and it was I think 128.
I weigh literally more than twice what you weigh, and we are almost the same height.
No shit.
It's fucking terrible, bro.
Shit, guys, I know what we're doing when I'm in Austin. We're gonna get Jet fat.
Jet, you're 128.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay, I weighed on the Wii Fit balance board.
Yes.
That's the most the best thing to weigh yourself on.
Because there's no like in-person doctor visits. You get me? So like it's like the only scale we have in this house. So it's like, yeah.
How the fuck does that work?
Well, I don't have scales, but I don't have scales because they make me sad because I'm fat. J Squares doesn't have scales, I guess because his parents don't own one?
I guess his parents love him.
My mom, she likes doing the Wii Fit, even though it's like 2021.
That's hot.
So we still have like the Wii Fit balance board.
What the fuck's wrong with you, Chris?
What? I'm staying active. Shit.
My mom's doing this. God, that's fuck. That's so hot. God, fuck. I just. Oh.
Jack, came in the other day. Your mom was doing a little bit of Wii tennis. What's her deal?
So Jet, as you may or
Jet's mom's got tennis. Jet's mom's got tennis elbow. Wii Sports? No.
For our listeners, by the time this comes out, I will be literally 2 days away from my flight to Austin.
So that means nothing.
By the time this comes out, Mark will be hanging out with Jet's mom.
That's not true.
You have to visit each of the Sleepy Boys in their abode.
In their house. I don't even have to warn them. I'm just going to show up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mark, you have to jack off in each Sleepy location. Please use my bathroom. Please use my bathroom.
Yeah, please only use the bathroom.
I was going to use the whiskey room when I'm over at Brandon's house.
Yeah, were you?
Yeah.
You don't have to jack off in there. You just come once you walk in and look at the wall.
You don't need to leave the room while I'm in there either, if you don't want to, Chris. So
you say that now, but you try that out, and Chris is going to be like, well, here, try the sounding rod that he has not gotten the burrs off of yet.
No, those were thrown away promptly. I wasn't about to take the time to finesse them. Like, nah, this isn't for me.
Shit.
Sometimes you have a bad chip, you got to throw it away. It's like,
you guys are gross. You know what I miss? I miss The Office, but only like the deleted scenes from The Office, because they always are so much better than the actual show.
The show is not good.
The show was decent in its time, but like some of the best scenes they deleted, like when Stanley revealed that he was addicted to looking at hentai in The Office. That might have been the single greatest scene from anything, let alone The Office.
Or are you trying to sell Chris on watching The Office?
No.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
It's never gonna fucking happen.
He's just
Fuck that show. Fuck Friends. Oh god.
Whoa.
What else are people watching that sucks?
Wait, Chris, do you really mean that about fucking Friends?
Yes.
Fuck yes. Brandon, is Chris and I going to be sharing a room while I'm there? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, that's the thing I have to talk about.
Oh, what?
Hey there.
Oh my god, we have a key.
Yes, you do. A wild
Do you
key
wanna
appear out
plug
of
in those
nowhere.
headphones into-
Hey! Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Because I have some shit that we need to talk about, and I want you involved.
Wait, what?
And we have literal shit to talk about too once Jasmine gets on here.
Oh, wait.
Shit, we're going to have 7
Brandon,
people on the show tonight.
Brandon, did you shit your pants again?
No.
Gwen shit his pants.
Her pants. Don't misgender my dog.
Sorry. No, I'm saying Gwen shit your pants, bud.
Gross.
Very.
All right. Well, fuck, since we're all here, I have a question for the 5 of yous. Craig, feel free to chime in on this one too. Show of hands, who knows about the internet personality Chris Chan?
Oh yes, we've been keeping up with this.
So for anybody that's not aware of who Chris Chan is, it's been said that he might be the most well-documented human being alive as of right now in the world.
Hey, hang on.
She, you're right. I'm sorry. She.
Let's they.
Now,
Well, she prefers she, but after your story's done, I'm going to use a
let's see
different
where we
pronoun.
stand on that. So Chris Chan started out like their first appearance on television was when they were a very small child. They won a Sonic the Hedgehog drawing of some sort, won a lot of money, won a lot of Sonic merchandise, and really rose to popularity in the early 2000s, and was the creator of a series called Sonichu. There's been a lot of controversy about Chris Chan. There was a lot of, he said, back when she was still male, before her transition.
You're doing great with this, buddy.
Fuck you. I'm doing my best here.
I feel like he's gonna have an aneurysm just trying.
You know
so
what?
hard.
With how ridiculous this situation is, I'm actually very impressed.
I'll be honest. After everything that happened, I'm okay with calling this person an it, but because I don't think of them as a person anymore.
We'll get to that part. So, Chris Chan was always very openly vocal about how they thought transgender people and gay people should all die. Typically very racist. Just all the worst kind of things for a person to be. Now, they transitioned a couple.
Not cool people.
They transitioned a couple of years back, and everyone kind of just like, really? That was the next step and everything?
I mean, it's like how Kevin Spacey was accused of raping a guy, so he's like, "Hey, I'm a guy." I'm a guy. He was like, "Hey, I like boys too, so it's okay." And everyone's like, "I don't think you understand how this works, sir."
Yeah.
Well, I did it because I'm gay. Well, hold on, Spacey.
That doesn't make it okay for you to touch little boys.
I'm fairly certain that you don't understand why we all have a problem with this, sir.
So, anyway, what came to light very recently, for us recording time-wise, it's been like, 3 days? For when this released, it's been about a week and a half.
Let's put it this way. I, for the first time, heard about it this afternoon at 4 o'clock.
I found out about this, today's Monday, we recorded Mondays. I found out about this on Friday, and my first thought was, oh my god, we got to talk about this.
And then it got
I barely
crazier.
know anything about it.
Crazier. So, what has recently come to light
Hang
is
on,
that
hang on. Jet,
Yes.
what do you... What?
No, I heard glimpses of stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know the whole story.
Okay.
Murmurs?
I was gonna give the buckle up speech.
Buckle up for safety, motherfucker.
Chris Chan.
Hold on. This came out from a leaked phone call.
Right.
Well, when you say leaked, that makes it sound like someone's like, Oh yeah, hey, this person said it. No. Like they have recordings.
It's recorded audio that this
Like
is.
it is
And
100%
it's like
Chris
a
Chan saying
30-minute
this.
like it's a long conversation. It's
Oh,
maybe not
yeah.
30 minutes, but it's a
This
long
proves that
conversation.
Chris is a real piece of shit.
Chris
Mm-hmm.
Chan.
Hi, Chris.
So it's come to light recently that Chris Chan has been taking full advantage of their mother who suffers from dementia. And by full advantage, I mean financially, emotionally, mentally, and sexually. Chris Chan has been fucking their dementia-riddled mother.
No. Chris Chan has been raping.
Raping their
Very
dementia-riddled mother.
different. Very important to get that terminology right. Because
Like it's I was browsing around on the internet, as one does, and I saw this meme that perfectly equates everything that happened. It was, you know, that image of the dominoes where it's like the little bitty domino and then it gets progressively bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Somebody did that, and it was winning a Sonic the Hedgehog giveaway, and then the last one was raping your dementia-riddled mother. And for the life of me, I don't see how you... Like, those are two things that just don't seem to connect in any way, shape, or form. But here
oh, you're very much not familiar with the Sonic games, then.
All right, well, that's fair. So here's the thing that I find to be the craziest about all of that.
All of it?
Well, that's the craziest part. That's all crazy. It's all fucking batshit crazy. But here's where it gets really weird. I think it said that they're from Virginia. I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, guys. I would like to interject here.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Tell me they're from Texas.
No, they're from Virginia.
They're from my hometown.
You're bullshitting.
No.
I'm dead serious. The hotel that they were arrested at, I was like, I know exactly where that hotel is.
Holy
my God.
shit, bud.
Jeff was so shocked he fucking left.
I know.
So here's where things are. This is
He was
where
like,
things get.
shit just got too real for me. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Jeff, are you back?
Just need a second.
I feel that's what he said. So here's where shit gets really crazy. Okay. So
Oh my God.
incest is illegal everywhere. Like it's very well established that it's an illegal thing. But the thing about Virginia's incest statute is it doesn't apply to mother and daughter incest. So, where that puts lawmakers in Virginia is whether or not biological gender applies in this case.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yes.
Rape
No.
nevertheless, so it's like...
You're right. It's rape. That's not the question here. It's whether or not it's validated or it's considered incest in this situation.
Right. So the problem is where they're going at it, the angle they're going at it is purely from an elder abuse standpoint.
Right.
Well, the first thing they charged with was the incest. But I'll also point this out. Also, so now that we've explained how I don't think this person is a person anymore, so where it was charged, it's a level 5 felony, which means that if they want to, they can actually just charge it as a misdemeanor anyway. And that's incest in general. Not
Right.
mother-daughter incest, not
Not any specific type.
son, mother, like in the county they're in, this offense is considered like, let's I mean maybe it's just a misdemeanor, which by the way means no prison time.
No,
Right.
but there's other things that are involved in it.
It's stacked up onto it. But here's where it gets interesting. Is like I said, is the Virginia's incest statute doesn't apply to mothers and daughters. So like I said, they have to as lawmakers have to establish whether or not biological gender is what should be considered here, right? Which means that there is a very, very real possibility that we live in the timeline where we're going to be able to, or we're going to have to study the case of Chris Chan versus the state of Virginia.
Oh man, oh I really wish that was the thing.
Of all of the timelines that we could have been born into, we got
I
fucked.
stated the other day on Facebook that this is the worst timeline.
We got fucked. We got the Donald Trump COVID-19 Chris Chan versus the state of Virginia timeline.
If only that fucking weasel didn't get into the goddamn Hadron Collider.
Guys, can we just get fucking pruned already, please?
You know what? I kind of wish we had kind of wish the DeLorean, the time machine, really exists. So it could be like, you know what, boys, fuck this. Let's go to a different time zone. Where do you want to go?
That's not how it works. Oh, just a different time zone.
Yeah,
Fuck
just
you
time
guys,
period.
I'm out.
Yeah, time period. Be like, come on, guys, where do we want to go?
Let's go to Mountain Time.
God damn it. God fucking damn it. God damn
Yo, that was a good one.
man.
Nice one, Jet.
J-Squares for the fucking win.
Yeah, that was great, dude.
Guys, I'm gonna give my input on that. I don't think he knows what you guys are talking about.
Leave it.
Wait,
Just leave it.
I think Jet genuinely thought you meant switch time zones.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what I
no.
think.
No, switch timelines. Let's go to somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what you guys said, and then you guys corrected yourselves. So.
Yeah, I
Also,
corrected myself.
I'm already in Mountain Time, so
So let me ask you a question here, because I'm genuinely curious. The whole mother-daughter can't be considered. I mean, Jesus Christ. The whole mother-daughter isn't incest. So the fact that all right.
Is it not?
Oh
In the
no.
state of Virginia,
Wow.
Is that
mother-daughter relationships are not considered incest?
It's
So-
so fucking gross, though.
here's my question. Is that more sexist or homophobic?
Both.
I don't think that
Yes.
applies to this group.
I'm asking you what's the
hold on. I would like to say that the state of Virginia is being very open-minded about mother-daughter incestuous relationships here. They're not being sexist or homophobic in that circumstance. They just aren't taking a stance on it.
too.
You know, Rush has
But
this
no,
great
nope,
song
not at
called
all.
Free Will. And
wait,
Fucking Brandon.
wait. I'm sorry. I got to go back to this real quick. Wait, is father-son still considered incest?
You know, there are a lot of things I'm okay with Googling. I
There you
don't
go,
think
buddy.
I put one up on Google. I mean, considering the fact that I spent 20 minutes looking up what Saddam Hussein's hands look like, I'm okay.
well, I don't understand what happened.
Mark's got a real serious new fantasy.
Here's the question: is it a fetish?
Yes.
What?
Brandon, the game we were playing when you jumped in, it's the 20 questions game I was telling you about.
One of the questions was, does he have big hands?
Jet Jaguar came out of the fucking gate with let's do Saddam Hussein, and it didn't.
Which I'm
figure out.
still proud of him for.
And one of the questions that
Sounds
the
exactly spot on for something I would imagine him doing.
I know. And so one of the questions it asked was, does this character have big hands? And I was like, I don't fucking know. So I Googled it, and now I'm pretty sure that the fucking NRA is on their way. No
The
way.
NRA?
Yeah.
No, not TSA.
See, everybody.
TSA.
Have you guys heard about NRA TV?
No.
Yes.
It's fantastic because of how god-awful it is.
Well, listeners, it looks like
NRA
the
has
Sleepy
a
Boys have a
TV
lot of
station.
fetishes at this point.
Like NRA TV.
Did you just call our listeners sinners?
No, I said.
Oh
looks like
my
the
God.
Sleepy Boys
But
have a lot
can
of
we?
fetishes. Like,
I kind of like the idea that we just start referring to our listeners as sinners.
I'm all about it.
Show of hands, all in favor?
Hello, sinners.
well,
We'll change our intro instead of forgive us, Father. It's hello, sinners. All right.
I've been saying they're heathens this whole time. So
I mean, anything's
Oh
better
my God.
anything's better than what we used to call them.
oh yeah.
what you used to call
Back in
them.
the day. No, you did it too back in the early days. Early days, we did the alternating intros. We both said boys and girls.
It's
Like
It's
it
a
any more than you
pleasure.
do.
It's a pleasure to welcome back all you heathens and thinners.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sleepy Boys.
Yeah, but when you say it like that, it sounds like you're saying heathens and thinners.
I just heard thinners too. So on the topic of timelines, actually, and it's been long enough. I feel like we've given enough time for this series to wrap up. I want to talk about Loki for a minute.
Oh god.
Who's that?
Oh, God.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, like the mask?
No.
Fuck yourself. So
What if that's a variant, though?
you know what? I would love if in season 2 we got the Alan Cumming variant of Loki.
That'd be funny.
That'd be funny.
Alan who?
That'd be a nice little nod.
God awful movie, but
God awful movie.
Terrible
I
movie.
fucking love it. It's not good, but I still fucking love it.
I'll watch
Yeah.
it.
So
I will seek it out.
I think I own it actually.
Oh god.
I think it's one of those
I'm a
ones
terrible
that-
uncle because I showed my niece and nephew, who are 3 and 4, or 4 and 3 respectively, the scene with Milo, and they fucking loved it.
I guarantee you that the original copy of that film is somebody's horror crux.
I guarantee you that the original copy of that film is a lot of people's fetish.
Ew.
I could see that. So
You're telling me you don't think there's someone out there that wants to fuck a dude with a green face and way too much teeth?
I mean, I would fuck Jim Carrey, not
I mean,
not the
after
Carrey.
watching Loki, I'd fuck Alligator Loki.
Wow.
Ooh,
Wait,
Mark,
isn't that
would you rather
bestiality?
fuck Jim
do that.
Carrey or Jenny McCarthy?
What?
What?
Mark said he would fuck Jim Carrey. I'm asking if he'd rather fuck Jim Carrey or Jenny McCarthy.
Hold on, I gotta look up Jenny McCarthy real quick.
No, you don't want to.
Don't want
you. Don't
to.
do that.
No,
You don't
you
wanna
Look
do
up
that.
just look
do
up
it for
images
the
though.
love of
Don't look up
God.
news.
I'm telling you, don't
Don't look
do
up
it.
news. Just look up images.
Wasn't she a former playmate at some point?
Yeah, One of the-
Honey, yeah, she
Yeah,
was.
and she's the main proponent for anti-vaxxers.
she was
That's why I said just images.
she was
Well,
the June
I mean,
20,
hate fucking's a thing.
1994 June 1994 cover girl.
You want to get real crazy? Look up Jenny McCarthy on news. How about that?
No.
That one's gonna be a definite Jim Carrey.
Hello.
Her nipples are looking two different directions.
Yeah. So like you
Mark, that's
and your
because
buddy
you're
in the corner.
cross-eyed. Stop doing
You,
that.
you and Jim.
Oh. Oh, is that what Jim Carrey looks like nude? Okay, yeah, I'd go Jim Carrey.
Do you think Jim Carrey's ever worn a condom that makes just the head of his dick that green color as the mask?
What the
like to-
fuck, Jeff?
I hope so. All right, anyway, so I brought up Loki. We've already like alluded to Loki in a multiple episodes here. But I want to ask, so there's in the last couple of episodes of Loki, we see Kid Loki, whose moment
Koki.
his
Nexus.
Nexus moment was when he killed Thor, right?
Oh, this was a good question you had.
So my question is, in
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok, yeah, Chris Hemsworth. Fuck, I am having a hard time with words today.
In Thor Ragnarok, Thor tells a story where he is hanging out with his brother Loki, and he's really excited because he sees a snake and he loves snakes. And Loki
Right.
knows that he loves snakes. And then when he goes to play with a snake, the snake transforms into Loki, and he goes, I got you, and he stabs Thor.
Right. So my question is, how likely do you think it is that's the moment that Kid Loki accidentally killed Thor, and that was his Nexus moment?
I gotta say, I actually like that because I like it more the idea of like, oh, he thought he was just playing a fun prank and then accidentally killed Thor. Than
It's
like,
like back when
oh,
they
he
were
was
kids,
maliciously,
they hated
actively
each other.
trying to murder Thor. Well, they didn't hate each other. That's just how they played.
Yeah, well, like back in the day, like they didn't. Yeah, it wasn't until like the Thor movie and when Thanos started fucking with Loki's head at the Mind Stone that it turned into a hatred. So I think it's
Loki had issues before that.
Loki
Oh,
Loki did have issues with it before that, but it was like it's been confirmed by the Russo brothers that during the Avengers film that if you look at Loki, like the Mind Stone is definitely affecting him while he's holding the scepter.
Sure.
So I don't like I was saying, as I don't think that there was any malicious like feelings towards Thor until, like I said, during Thor when everything kind of went to shit, and then when he was picked up by Thanos and kind of Thanos just got inside of his skin or under his skin, as Thanos is very adept at doing.
I thought you just think
You mean
that
Thanos
Loki
is really
knows
good at
that
ripping
he-
people's skin off?
Do you think that Loki's just not necessarily like trying to kill Thor because he's just like, it doesn't. Like, I'm not happy with you, but I'm not trying to kill you.
All of you beneath me, as he says.
Well, let's also put out there the idea that Thor, especially the Thor in the films, is all right. Thor doesn't. He's not gonna get like a nice deep conversation. He's gonna understand physical shit.
Right.
Thor's like that's the way to get through to him, and like it, especially like all right, that's his brother in his mind, and I would say in reality, I would still call them brothers. But like, yeah, so if you're Loki, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna get across, and I'm not so happy with my brother. All right, I guess I gotta stab him. As a snake.
Also, even as an adult, Loki was still cutting off like Lady Sith's hair.
That's true. Loki was just kind of a D-bag.
The fun one?
I mean, like to mischief.
Well, also.
Oh my gosh, was he the god of it?
I mean.
Well, also, so that's as an adult, but like thousands of years before the Loki we see.
That's true.
You know, and the fun part is actually that one's an actual myth.
Yeah,
which I always enjoyed.
One of my favorite myths of Loki and Thor, and I really hope that we get to see this in some capacity in the MCU, is
when they owned.
No, God, no.
Okay.
There was when Thor's hammer got stolen by a frost giant, and so rather than just go and take it back, the frost giant agrees to give back the hammer if he can marry Freya.
Oh, I know this one.
So Thor dresses up as Freya and has Loki be his handmaiden to go get the hammer back.
Yeah.
Once again, rather than just going there and fucking shit up, they're like, "Hey, let's cross-dress. This will be fun."
Well, no. It's they couldn't do that because they had a very fragile alliance with the Frost Giants.
Right. Which I'm sure it really helped when you cross-dress, pretend to be your mom, and agree to marry him, and then turns out you're a dude. Unless Frost Giant on the wedding night's like rolling that skirt up and sees a big old hammer and is like, "Oh, this makes it better."
You know what I was thinking? Who would be tough enough to take on the alligator Loki? Actually,
yes,
Mongoose Loki.
Fucking. I was gonna say fucking Happy Gilmore.
Fucking Ricky Tikki Tavi Loki up in here.
It would be so fucking amazing to have Adam Sandler show up as like a variant Thor and just beat the shit out of Croaky.
It would be like literally that would be a dream come true. Be like, I love this is the best crossover I've seen.
Are there any Asgardians that are known for losing their hands in the comics?
I don't know, but wouldn't it make more sense if it was actually Chubbs that came back because he's already dead and in heaven?
I was thinking that'd be great. I was trying to think of like a way to make it Chubbs, but it's just fucking Carl
What
Weathers.
if they had Carl Weathers as the black variant of Loki?
I hope that we get to see Matt
That's
Damon
what I'm saying.
actually become
What
a
I'm saying
variant of
is,
Loki.
what if they had chosen Carl Weathers as the actor for that? How great would that have been?
What was your Nexus moment? I'll tell you what. I got that Soul Stone and I put it in a stew, baby.
No. What was your Nexus moment? My mother wouldn't let me play football. That's such a good fucking movie.
What was your Nexus moment? When that damn crocodile got my hand.
He's got the eye as like a necklace or some shit.
Instead of a wooden hand, he's got a wooden infinity gauntlet.
What was your Nexus level event? I beat the shit out of that Russian and killed him.
What was your Nexus event? Well, I told Dutch we were going over the border to take care of some cartel people, and then this damn thing with a mouth vagina showed up and started killing everyone.
What was your Nexus event? I wouldn't train Tobias Fuca.
Oh God, I am
your Nexus level event. I threw away all those chicken bones and I didn't make a stew.
I refuse to take the Burger King sponsorship.
What was your Nexus? What was your Nexus level event? Me and oh fuck, what was his name from Reading Rainbow?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton got switched at birth.
Which, by the way, LeVar evidently did fantastic on Jeopardy, and I'm happy for him.
Shocking. Who would have ever thought that LeVar fucking Burton would have done great on Jeopardy?
I mean, just, the entirety of the internet.
You know who I would have loved to see on Jeopardy just coked out of their fucking mind?
Alex Trebek.
Yeah.
Tobias
sure
UK?
No, Macho Man Randy Savage.
No.
Oh my god,
He was roided out, though.
There would never be a straight answer from that guy. There would never, ever be a straight answer, but every answer would definitely be in the form of a question.
Do you think this is how SNL came up with Celebrity Jeopardy?
Oh, absolutely. Also, I would like to say that it's a damn shame that Sean Connery didn't live just a little bit longer so that he could guest host an episode of
Oh my god.
Jeopardy.
That would have been so fucking amazing.
Until just now that Sean Connery died.
I know.
When was that? Oh yeah, that's right. He died in the end of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, Turd Ferguson died too.
Hey, Brandon,
Yes.
I'll take the anal bum covers for 200.
I'll take the penis mightier.
I'll take no.
I'll take whore rats for 300.
What's the difference between your mother and a bucket? Well, I forget. Your mother's a whore.
Forget what the punchline is, but your mother's a whore. Alex, I just want to say, I'm so sorry.
No, that's not what a dog says. A dog does not say moo. Well, that's what your mother said last night. He would have accepted bow wow or rough. Rough. Just the way your mother likes it.
Mother likes it.
This is the color of snow. What is yellow? No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Are you sure? I made some yesterday, only it was your mother's handwriting.
Let me get 8 tips for 200.
That's fuck. 8 petite. Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh god, that was just fucking genius.
Oh my man.
I
So
fucking love it.
I thought of an idea for a Sleepy Boys road trip.
What, doing a?
I
Doing
know
that?
there's one in California. I think there's one in Utah.
What?
Have you guys heard of these? I forgot what the name for them is, but where gravity seems wrong.
What?
What?
There are places in the U.S. and Canada. There's a couple other spots over the world where it'll look like you're at the top of a downhill, and you'll park your car, and your car will start rolling the opposite direction. So your car will roll uphill.
What? Oh, so I just seen his road trip ending up with this mediocre news article saying mediocre podcasters die in a dumb car accident.
Oh, no, it's not a car accident. I mean, you get out of the car, and the car slowly starts creeping its way uphill.
Mediocre? You're being way too kind. This is in Salt Lake City.
I think it's just outside of. I mean, it's like on a desert highway, but yeah.
It's called Gravity Hill and Emo's Grave.
Gravity Hill sounds right. I don't know about the second one. But I say we go to one of them.
I didn't know I had a grave marker already.
Yeah. Apparently there's also a sumo wrestler statue that's it's massive, but it's also bright red that we should totally visit while we're in Utah.
And you pose.
I mean,
next to it, like you're
sumo
gonna
wrestlers
wrestle it.
were from Utah.
Oh, I thought that Mark was going to try and fuck it.
I'm just gonna walk up and smack it.
Sorry, hold on. Jet, say that again.
How are they sumo wrestlers in Utah?
You see, the great thing about the world is people can live anywhere.
Yeah,
Even though
just look at the Mormons.
Jay, you make me so happy sometimes.
This is the weirdest place. It's like, yeah, I'm a sumo wrestler.
So speaking of how weird Utah is, I got a short little snippet for you guys. So my oldest nephew is in a production of Aladdin Jr. We went to the opening night a couple weeks ago.
I'm sorry, Aladdin Jr.?
Right, it's like the kids version of Aladdin.
Wait, as opposed to the not kids version of Aladdin?
Man, I'm just telling you what it's fucking called. It's called Aladdin Jr. It's just Aladdin.
Like, that's actually one of the more tame myths. Legends?
anyway, so it's basically they adapted the original version of what Aladdin was supposed to be. So it's got like a lot of the cut characters and songs and stuff.
Open Sesame.
So during A Whole New World, because they couldn't obviously have the actors flying around on a magic carpet, they would just have the extras walk by with like cutouts of various landmarks around the world.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So we had, like they had the Sphinx and the pyramids as they did in the original film, but they also added some more like contemporary stuff like Eiffel Tower, the Hollywood sign, the Statue of Liberty.
Well, that's not accurate at all.
And the one that killed me.
Oh my god, tell me it was a
sumo
fucking...
statue.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a goddamn MAGA poster.
It was the fucking Mormon Tabernacle.
Where was this?
This was
in Arabia. Come on.
No, so it was a production of Aladdin that my nephew's in.
Oh no!
It was like all of these famous landmarks, and then the Mormon Tabernacle, and like I was there with my entire all of my family, like siblings, all the kids and everything, and I'm sitting next to one of my older sisters, and I just look at her, I was like, was that the fucking Mormon Tabernacle?
Dude, how hard were you laughing?
The whole time we were just dying laughing because it's kids, and like, don't get me wrong, they all tried really hard. But there were definitely those kids that you could tell were only there because their parents made them be there.
Oh yeah, well that happens all the time.
And
so like every single one of us in a fucking school play?
Yeah.
Wait, was this through school or was it just like
this is a summer thing that he did. He wanted to be in it. Yeah, he loves Disney and he found out about it. And he was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it. He didn't say fuck because he doesn't swear, but
despite how hard you try.
I try
so fucking hard. Not in that goddamn tabernacle.
So, but it was funny because, like, you had the kids that definitely didn't want to be there. But then you also had those kids that thought they were the best fucking actors out there that were just fucking hamming it up. And I was just like, this is the greatest show I've ever been to. Like, I was laughing the whole time. Not because it was, like, a funny play. I mean, it's Aladdin. It's got some funny moments. But it was just... Between the one kid that was like half-heartedly like shaking him like his flag or whatever he had, like that just like he had the same kind of eyes I do, but like I'm 2.5 times his age, dead on the inside eyes.
Okay.
And then there was this kid that was supposed to play the pompous asshole prince from the movie that went and saw Jasmine before Aladdin showed up, but he was like. I don't know if he ever saw he knows what pompous is supposed to look like, but he was just the most outrageously irritating motherfucker I've ever listened to. But he thought he was.
So he did a good job.
He did a good job of being a bastard. Yeah.
Wait, he did a good job by accident, is what you're saying.
Right, by accident.
Turns out that kid is just a shit.
But yeah, so the play as a whole wasn't bad. It would definitely, it had its moments, but like. The whole time I was laughing for all the wrong reasons. If we're being real here.
So Mark, I would love if you went like after you like go to your nephew's plays and stuff, and every time you just find like the one kid, and you're like, "You kid, you got some amazing talent. That kid's gonna be the next Brad Pitt," even though it is like horrible. And you just talk him up, and then you just convince that kid, like that kid just starts doing plays. Because you keep like just
building them up, buttering them up,
every time.
I will say the actors and actresses they got for the lead parts definitely have a promising future ahead of them in musical theater
or porn.
They are 13 years old, you sick fuck.
You're talking about the
future.
You're
the ones going into porn.
Fuck you guys. Also, I just found out that they weren't kidding about making those Switch cartridges really bitter tasting.
I'm just talking about from the fact
that you eat one?
Eventually these kids are going to break free of the shackles of the Mormon church, and then they're just going to just go wild, like most of them do.
Well, so here's a good question. What is funnier, the kid who's like way too into his role, or the director that put them up to that?
I just feel... Oh, so you're just describing Tobias.
Right?
Oh my god.
Also, I had a really good idea for something that we could do as a podcast.
Yes.
What if we get recordings of these amateur children's performances, and then we just
record children.
Their performances, their plays, their shit like that.
What's going to look really good, Jeff? A bunch of dumb fuck dudes looking like us just going in and filming children's plays for ulterior motives?
Brandon, you don't think you can find these online with come on. Parents are filming all of them.
For our listeners, once a fuckboy hits 18, they become a fuck dude.
Why is that important?
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Just saying, Brandon called us fuck dudes.
And I mean, no,
I didn't call us fuck boys.
You called us fuck dudes.
Not even that. He said the word fuck, dude. Anyway, two very separate words. Anyway.
Okay, anyway.
So, like, but parents, with how often parents film this.
Disappointment.
From the fact that you're yelling right now?
No, the fact that I'm on this podcast.
Oh, blame her.
That's going on.
So with how often like parents film this, I guarantee you they're just these are online.
Shush. I love you. What's that?
I can hear everything that y'all are talking about, and Mark was wrong.
That's all that matters.
I'm not leaving that in. I can't be called wrong.
Okay, Scott.
I already love Jasmine.
Jasmine, we need you to come.
I love her so much more right now.
I'm kidding. I'm definitely leaving that in.
So,
Mark, I'm kind of imagining you. Well, we're going back to that. I'm kind of imagining you in the audience and like, that didn't happen in the Aladdin cartoon, you know. I'm just trying to imagine you, Mark.
I know you're trying to be an asshole right now, but that's exactly what I did.
I don't think he's trying to be an asshole. I'm trying to be an asshole.
We're pointing out that you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
You're an asshole.
Jeff, to your idea here, we get recordings of small children doing their plays, and what do we do with it?
First off, no. We get fucking children's plays, and then fucking Mystery Science Theater.
Guys, I'm not trying to get arrested here. I'm probably out.
Hold on. Here's another idea.
Hold on, Jeff. So you just want to openly make fun of children?
No. I want to be recorded doing that. I already do it.
If we just ask them, like, hey,
Better
can we
idea.
make fun of you?
Better idea. We just go to a children's play as a group with microphones and just fucking riff on them the whole
Do a Sleepy Boy episode.
The shit out of it right there in the front row.
You're gonna sit next to a parent, and they're gonna be so pissed off.
Doing a
the kid comes out on stage. Hey, you know Aladdin wasn't white, right?
That's going to be one of those times where it's going to be like one of the few occasions we're all not just getting there on time, but we're all getting there early because we want to sit smack in the middle and not on the ends.
Be like, whose kid is yours? We don't have any kids here, actually. We're just here to, you know,
we are enjoyers
fucking
of
rip on
children's
these
theater.
kids.
Which kid's yours? I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Right.
Oh man, whoever's playing the lead role fucking sucks. That is my daughter, you asshole. Yeah, well, your daughter fucking sucks at acting, dude.
You know, if we had
So
it the
we're-
way we really wanted it to be, you could still abort that kid.
So if you want to hear more about your daughter's performance, we'd like to tell you about a
It's called
podcast.
a trial run. You get 6 years in, and you can just rip the cord at some point, you know?
A Beyblade, man. You just fucking...
Jasmine is not happy with me.
Is this Jasmine's first time like sitting in the same room as you while we're recording as a group like this?
No, she's been in a couple times, but this is a bit of a ripe situation, so
Why? What the fuck does that mean?
it's just, you know, it's a bit
We're
ripe.
bad people. That's
We're
why.
bad people.
You know what? I'm proud of us though. We've gone probably a whole like hour without making a single dick joke.
So do you guys want to hear my other idea?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So it
Jasmine's
involves
shaking her head.
dicks.
So we go to children's play.
You get to the children's play.
You get to the children's play and you pull a Pee Wee
We're gonna
Herman.
need Chris is gonna be like the forerunner on this one.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Why?
Is he
Have
bringing
you
his
guys-
sounding robots?
Have you guys heard of the 17 tiny coffins found in Edinburgh?
Oh no.
I'm sure I have, but refresh our memories for the listeners.
So these kids were playing in Edinburgh, and they
Mistake
came
number
across
one.
what ended up being, well, they lived there, so they came across
Yeah, mistake number 1.
this weird like formation in the shale. It looked way more like, I mean, it wasn't just like random deposit. And so the kids pick them up and start throwing them at each other, and attacking each other with them, because why not? And they later on find out it's 17 tiny coffins with tiny wooden people inside.
All right, Jeff, I'm not a mathematician, but that picture has 5. So
Well, remember how the kids were throwing them at each other? They broke a lot of them. So, people have no fucking clue what these things are. Like, the biggest one isn't even 2 feet. So, my idea is we
I
make
don't like where
something...
ideas going here, bud.
We make something that makes no goddamn sense, and we bury it somewhere, and we just leave it.
Wait, hold
And
the
then, just
fucking phone, though.
one day, someone's just going to find it and try and figure out what the fuck it is. But literally all it is we just want to fuck with people that we'll never meet in the future.
You just described how they came up with geocaching.
Oh my
So
God, you're absolutely right.
But instead of like fun prizes, weird tiny coffins.
Here's the thing, though, is I'm looking at these. These aren't children. These are just dolls in coffins.
Children
As we know
found
of.
it, dude. That was the only part that had to do with children, was that children found it.
I thought we were going like all of these children were found in these coffins. Okay.
No.
As bad as I expected it to be.
These are only like a foot and a half long. I
Interesting.
really like the idea of fucking with future generations and having them put like a lot of time and effort into something that the entire point of it was I just got to laugh about it before I died.
You
Like
know,
D.B.
you could,
Cooper.
you could have kids and do that.
Oh my God.
Oh
You just gave
my
them all
God.
a very vicious idea.
Oh, I think I have to have children now.
Jasmine's face said it all.
How do you vomit and eye roll at the same time?
I
But
don't
so
know, but
yeah,
Jasmine could find out.
so I feel like Chris is the one who's really going to be the headline around this.
What is Chris headlining?
He's
He's
the one
going to
they're
make
putting in the
whatever we bury.
Oh, Chris, you have to be buried.
We all know that Chris is only a foot and a half
Oh
tall.
my
so
God, we can do that too. Oh my God, I will sign a contract right now saying, when I die, you guys can decide how my remains are dealt with, as long as you do it in a way to fuck with future generations for no apparent purpose.
by typing that document up right now, carry on.
That's it. That's the end of my thought.
Jeff agrees.
Eat us.
to let Mark remove his shins and forearms so that he is built like a brick. Also, maybe like half of his vertebrae.
Yeah, game on. Let's do this.
Jeff, are
Apparently
you
we're
okay with this?
mutilating bodies.
Turn off.
I mean, it's just my
Also-
body, and I'm giving you permission.
Yeah, it's for science, Brandon.
It's not like it's a
Alright,
body
on
that
note,
matters or
Jasmine, do
anything.
you want to talk about your night? No, she's like, no, not anymore.
It just suddenly she doesn't
You
want
want
to
to
be a
help?
part of
You want to help with ideas for my body? If you
Put it
can't
on
think
top
of
of my
anything,
body?
I'm super down with cremation and making me into like brownies or cookies or something.
Or coffee.
Okay, that's cool. Too.
Like due date.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Oh, that's another movie that wasn't good, but I very much enjoy.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Also, Brandon, real quick, I forgot to mention, I did get our Sleepy Boys brand condoms in. So
Do they all have holes in them?
No, but they have our faces on them. So at the very tip, So the reservoir is basically where our nose would be.
So what you're saying is those are going to be the most effective condoms on Earth?
Absolutely.
I feel like a better choice would be to do dildos or
See, Jasmine's on my side about this, Brandon. Now you have to do it.
No.
I said no so many times.
Wait, what do you mean by dildos?
Dildos.
I know, but like, what do you mean though? Like,
well, like you take it and you insert it into a different
no,
orifice.
I know, but like, no. Like,
well, Key, a dildo is something a woman or a man can use to
no,
get.
I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying, what, are you going to make them into the colors of us pretty much, like purple, yellow, and all this other shit?
Yeah.
Because I would be very afraid if we were going to do molds, especially with biggest dickest.
It's like that movie, Neighbors.
Yeah,
is that the movie?
Exactly like that movie.
Yeah, but yes, but I mean, we got biggest. Okay, we got biggest on our roster, dude. So
guys, I told her, hey man, I told you to shave for you. I did. Look, I cleaned up my beard and everything. Guys, is that what we're doing while I'm down there?
No.
What, shave each other's pubes? No.
Oh, okay, Brandon, I understand size. Oh,
Jesus dildo.
Holy shit, you sick bastard! Where did you find that?
That's what
Google.
Keys would look like.
Wait, what?
A buddy in college, we got one for him.
Everybody else it would just be their dick, but Keys would be the one outlier.
Oh my god.
Brandon, I would love if yours, instead of having like the balls at the bottom, was just like the like the neck of a guitar.
What the fuck?
We had a buddy in college, and we bought one for him. I still don't know why. I wasn't a good friend in college. Like, even worse than I am now.
You're not a good friend now.
Oh, I acknowledge that.
As a friend.
Jasmine looks perpetually disgusted, and I feel like that's just going to be...
What did I do?
Nothing.
Guys, look.
I feel like I'm just not allowed over anymore, is what you're saying.
Let's just be honest here, guys. This show is not meant for everyone, and Jasmine is very rapidly understanding.
Let's be honest. This show's not meant for many. Or really
this show's basically just the four of the six, however many of us show up on a given day, just to be terrible human beings, so that we can go back out in the real world and be normal functioning adults.
This show might make Jasmine leave me.
No, there's plenty of things.
I haven't had any question as to what the content was.
Because she knows.
You're not the only one wondering.
I feel like
I'm on the show and I don't know.
I've never questioned what the content is.
Okay.
And Jeff, to answer your question, Jeff, to answer your question as to if that's why I came up with the show, do you mean to get Jasmine to leave Brandon?
Yeah.
Jeff, I told you that in confidence. I asked you not to bring that up in front of her. You know what I completely forgot?
What?
Every single thing on Bad Dragon has its own name.
Okay.
Well, like they're not just generic dildos or anything. It's like they all have names. Like they're all characters with
like Toby or
like there's Clayton, there's Flint, Archer, Cole, Bruiser.
Can we just talk about Jeff?
Yeah.
I can only I found my sister's crucifix today. I'm very confused.
That smells fishy.
Oh god, no.
Oh fuck you. That was funny.
Well, I mean, it smells approximately about like 30 fish, right? Or was it 400?
It was 3 fish.
It was 3 fish and 5 loaves.
I thought it's 2 fish, 5 loaves.
I feel like that's what inspired them to come up with the dating site Plenty of Fish.
Gross. I love that this is the night that Jasmine decided to sit down with us.
I'm rethinking.
Sorry,
this.
Jazz.
It's supposed to be fun and her coming on and talking about Mark.
Let's let Jasmine tell her story about the dog poopies. I need to get off of this dildo kick that we're on.
Mark's been on a dildo kick for 3 years now. I don't know if you're getting off that train. And by that, I mean the train that you run on yourself.
Yeah, why do you think I take 4 showers?
Oh my god.
Jasmine is just shaking her head.
Jasmine, you had a story for us.
There's not a whole lot except for Gwen pooed everywhere. It like exploded. And then she had nowhere to go, so she had to lay in it today.
Oh,
Gwenny!
it's so sad.
I'd already had a rough day at work, and I come home, and I'm just like, my poor baby. And then I go,
Brandon, why the
poor
fuck are you doing
me.
a podcast right now? Go be with your wife. She needs you.
She's with me here.
Jackson, you came home and poor Gwen was covered in poopies.
Yeah. So then I had to carry her outside. So she didn't get poo on the carpet, which was too late because it already leaked out the side of her cage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Needless to say, we're ripping up all the carpet.
All on the rug.
Oh god, that sucks.
And then I had to carry her from the backyard to the tub.
No,
And
poor
she's
baby.
already had a terrible day because it's been thundering every 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh
And she's
god.
been just like stressed out of her mind and shaking, and now on top of it, she got to get a bath.
Oh god. I know that my dogs hated baths when I had to give them to them.
She's good about it, but she looked at me like, this is torture.
Let me know when you guys are tearing up carpet. I'm actually pretty good at it.
We might actually hire people.
I actually didn't even mean for that one to sound that way.
I feel like what she's saying is none of us are welcome in their home anymore.
Oh yeah,
Well,
no, that's.
especially after tonight.
I mean, tank
So
engines.
Jeff, I guess I'm staying with you for 10 days then next week.
Jeff, I think I
Mark,
might also be staying with you for 10
I was
days.
gonna say Mark can say I miss Mark.
Oh, yay. Well, I'll be there soon. Don't you worry. Yeah, so I'm going to stay with Jeff for a few days, and then I'll be jumping over to y'all's place and for a few days.
I have dual monitors.
Ew.
Okay.
The only reason he's staying here. But I will say, Mark, thank you for staying here because I'm very lazy, and it's the only reason I'm cleaning my place.
So what he's saying is he needs a French maid.
Did I ever tell? I don't think I've ever told this
I mean,
story.
Mark is coming over.
What
I have a-
story? Wait, what story did you forget to tell that a French maid outfit made you think about?
So when I first moved to Portland,
Oh no!
You were a
when,
French maid?
when I joined the Coast Guard, I was literally on the road to Portland trying to figure out where the fuck I was going to live, because I didn't realize that the Coast Guard was going to give me 10 days to find a place to live once I got there. So I'm like bum rushing trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going to live. And, you know, back then I didn't know any better. So I'm looking on Craigslist, you know, just sending out messages and like, hey guys, are you still looking for a place to live? One of the only people that responded to me was like, hey, we'd be willing, my husband and I would be willing to let you live here rent free.
No.
With some conditions. And I'm like,
Oh no!
okay. What are those conditions? And they're like, well,
And did they send you a bunch of the pictures that we sent tonight?
No, thank God, none of that. This was back before I was so forward thinking. And so they were like, well, we just have a couple of things, like we work a lot, so we don't really have a whole lot of time to clean the house up. And I was like, fuck, okay, I'm good at cleaning. We also were wondering, basically, in a nutshell, what it came down to was I could live there rent free if I wore a French maid outfit and cleaned their house for them.
So, like, how often do you have to wear
But
it? I
the
mean,
problem was Mark also wasn't deterred until they sent pictures of themselves, and it was his parents.
and he noticed a very familiar
Fur coat and
fur
pearl
coat.
necklace.
Oh no.
Get it, Mark? Because you've seen your parents doing that. Oh, did Mark leave?
I think I'm gonna kill myself tonight.
I'm a little surprised it took this long.
It's
No,
happening.
at least come hang out with us for a little bit, then go home and then kill yourself.
I'm just gonna.
I mean, that only seems, appropriate. Now, but the important question here, Mark. So, would you have to wear the French maid outfit all the time, or only when you're cleaning?
No, that was like an all the time kind of thing.
Damn.
Oh well, that's just. I mean, what are you supposed to do on laundry day? Now they're just being unreasonable.
They sent me some like examples, like an uncomfortable number of examples. of what they expected me to be wearing. And
what kind of couple was this?
It was a gay couple.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait.
I mean,
okay.
I didn't want to assume because I was actually kind of hoping that it was just this husband and wife kind of situation, and she was really like
you were hoping it was his parents
into like femme domination or something like that.
I wish I would have been okay with that.
Oh, but you got a problem with the gays.
Once again, at the time, I was not as open as I am now.
Okay, Chris Chan.
Oh shit.
I realized I was a huge asshole back then. Brandon can attest to that more than anybody.
But Mark, I guess there's an important question we need to ask.
Yes.
What would your answer be if they asked you that today?
When can I start?
Let me think here. Hold on. Let me think. College student living in a dorm versus living in a house rent-free. All I have to do is help cook and clean once in a while wearing a French. Yeah, I'd do it. Yeah. So,
yeah, but let's be honest. That's how it starts.
And where does it go from there, Brandon? Do tell.
It goes down.
Into the butt.
Yeah. Oh, no. Living rent-free and also getting sex once in a while? What a rough life.
You're essentially living like a Playboy bunny.
Oh my God, you're Jenny McCarthy.
Hate
We all do.
This is kind of what I'm thinking for my maid outfit if I ever get to that point.
Oh. That's a lot of latex you've got to find.
I like how we're sharing so many pictures, even though this is like an audio podcast.
I actually think that kind of makes it funnier.
Jet, that happened the first time we ever recorded something. Me and Brandon it was just the two of us, and I started showing him this really shitty Batman model car that I put together.
It's also true. I would like to point out that the person that only talks 3 times per episode is the one critiquing how we do things on this show.
Why? Is Jasmine talking shit back there too? Oh God, this is. So anyway, Brandon, what I'm getting at is I'm very much willing to do this for you guys if you want me to.
That's fine. I don't want you to have to stress out and try to find that much latex in such little time.
That's okay. I can modify the outfit. That's okay.
I think you did. I think there he is.
I like the first one better.
Jasmine likes the first one better.
It doesn't even have to have all the latex. It can just be the little apron and then the frilly neckline.
You're making things too easy for him.
Well, y'all heard it here first. Brandon's wife is very much okay with me moving in and just doing housework in a sexy maid outfit.
But it's not going to be rent-free.
Yeah, you're paying for the experience. This is like those rich dudes that pay somebody to beat the shit out of them.
Oh my God.
This is my reality. This is what this is. I'm that desperate for any sort of interaction with human beings. God.
Except I don't feel like Mark's would be latex. I think Mark's would be leather.
No, I don't like the feeling of leather. Especially after reading that fucking literotica that one time about the leather gloves or whatever.
No, that's why I said our fetish is going to be leather gloves.